I don't like heights very much. I mean,
Heights?
Yes, I would rather not go
Right.
to the top of a building and stand by the edge. Or by the edge of a cliff or something.
You have fear and vertigo at the same time, or
No,
only,
I don't have vertigo.
only fear?
It's just fear. I can sort of see myself falling over if I go near, or the children.
What about the dark? Do you like to be in the dark? Or?
No, I don't. Not very
You
much.
don't?
I sleep in the dark.
Yes, sir.
But if I wake up and it's dark, I'd rather... I sort of switch on the light quickly.
What about thunderstorms?
They don't bother me, as long as they're not too close. If they're overhead, I don't like them, but if I can just hear them at a distance, it's not bad.
You're afraid of fear of mice? No mice?
No, I'm not afraid of mice.
Not afraid.
Again, I don't like them if they're running around under my feet, but I can,
right.
if somebody gives me one, I can pick one up, if it's a pet mouse.
Are you afraid of, say, cancer? I mean, do you have a fear now that?
Oh yes, I've always been afraid of cancer.
Since they told you about your mastopathy, or before that even?
Well, I've had it so long, the mastopathy, that I think it's a general fear of cancer.
Fear of cancer.
Yes.
That overwhelms your overwhelms you sometimes, that fear that freezes you, paralyzes you for some moments, then you go over.
It did until I knew what I'd got. You know, when you find lumps in your breast, you immediately think you've got cancer. So until you've been to the doctor and had it checked, that's why I used to, you know, go to the doctor straight away. When he told me that it was all right, I mean, sort of your fears just go away.
Right.
But since I read this article, I've been a bit worried again.
Do you put weight easily?
Yes.
Very easily? And you lose it with great difficulty?
Yes, yes.
That's the case?
Yes, I'm always trying not to eat.
Not to eat. Do you like eggs?
Yes.
What form? Soft-boiled?
Soft-boiled, usually.
Soft-boiled?
Soft-boiled, yes. I'm not keen on hard-boiled eggs.
You're not keen?
No. I like fried eggs, poached eggs.
You have a good appetite in general?
Yes.
Good appetite, very good, eh?
Very good.
You want to reduce it?
I would like to reduce, yes. Yes, I'm always hungry.
We try to bring about a balance in the whole individual. This is the aim in homeopathy, in good homeopathy at least. To bring about a balance in the whole of the individual. And this is not only an aim, we aim, but also it's a fact. When the correct remedy is given, that feeling of well-being of the whole individual is there. The first thing that they will say, I feel so well, in general. Even if his pain in the knee is still somewhat there.
Why do you ask all these strange questions?
You see, we are interested to know how your whole organism is working.
Yes.
When you have an anxiety, there is a defense that the body is putting, the best that he can have. When you're feeling cold, this is his defenses. He says, don't let me uncover, cover me. This is his defenses. When he says, give me sweets, that means the level of sugar is low. Give me something which is sweet. When he says, give me soft-boiled eggs, it means give me a little bit more calcium, because soft-boiled eggs are full of calcium, and you take it easily. So all these are put together, and finally we find out how your system works, and why it has this kind of symptomatology that bothers you at the moment. You also say you put on weight very easily. There is a problem in metabolism.
Yes. But if I have something else as well, I mean, not that I have anything else now, will the remedy cure that as well?
Right. Whatever can be cured, it will cure. Whatever is irreversible will not cure it. But whatever it can be cured, it will cure. And it will cure the whole organism. the whole organism will come into balance again.
Yes.
You will desire less sweets. You will not be putting so much weight so easily.
Oh, good.
You know,
Yes.
these kind of things will happen when the organism is balanced. It is a very difficult job, because we are trying to find the remedy that suits your temperament, your personality, your defenses, your defense mechanism.
Yes.
How you put up so easily the fear of cancer.
Yes.
It's not me that I'm doing it.
Yes.
Why, it's you.
Georgevithoulkas brought homeopathy to Greece 20 years ago. He's practiced and taught in Athens ever since. When George first set up his practice, he had to find a pharmacist willing to learn how to make up the 2,000 homeopathic remedies he uses. Pavlos Tsivanidis was the first pharmacist to work alongside George, and he's continued to make up and dispense the remedies from his 3 pharmacies. The remedies are either plant, mineral or animal-based, although sometimes they can be a product of the disease itself. This herbal extract is diluted with water and alcohol and shaken until it becomes what the homeopaths call potentized. Remedies are made in varying strengths by this process, which has to be performed with absolute precision. The more the remedy is shaken or succussed and diluted, the greater its strength. Some are so dilute, there's not a single molecule of the original substance left. But homeopaths believe the energy remains despite the dilution, and that's what makes the remedy active. By adding lactose, it's turned into a powder before one last succussion. The remedy is then ready to store in one of Pavlos's specially made drawers, hidden from heat and direct sunlight, both of which are thought to destroy its therapeutic value. These remedies are aiming to achieve something totally different to those prescribed by a conventional doctor. Each remedy has been tested as an undiluted substance on healthy people, who as a result develop. Homeopathy believes that if the substance can produce these symptoms in a healthy person, it can cure them in an unhealthy person.
Everybody says, look at the whole person, look at the whole person. But finally, he takes a painkiller for his knee. What about his anxieties, his depressions, his fears that he has on another level? Oh, give him a Valium. But Valium does not take care of the knee. The painkiller will not take care of the anxiety. A Valium will not take care of the lower memory of the person. And actually sometimes by taking a drug, allopathic drug as we call it, a person may have what we all know as side effects, which means some portion of this human being is patched up and some other portion is suffering at the same time, and because of the medicine.
George was an engineer before studying homeopathy in South Africa and India. On his return to Athens, he founded the Athenian School of Homeopathic Medicine, a clinic with 27 practicing homeopaths, because George believes that this is the best way to learn homeopathy. He's the only homeopath in Greece who's not a doctor of medicine. When he returns here, even the trained homeopaths want to sit in and learn from his case-taking.
The heart does not flutter, you know, or beat, nothing of that nature. It's just a kind of a feeling here, a kind of a, I can't describe it really. It's kind of a dull feeling, kind of a dull, not aching, but kind of a hollow, dull feeling right here in the middle.
I see, yes.
So that's the one problem. And a low back pain I've had for years.
Kind
of learned to live with it. Maybe it's occupational because I lean over my work. I lean over constantly working in this position. Right. So I jog every day and I swim. I try to be fit.
Yes.
I've tried all the disciplines. I'm vegetarian for 25 years.
Oh, you're a vegetarian?
Yeah, vegetarian, yes.
Yeah,
So I've,
nice.
and then the psoriasis I've had now on the back of my head now for a couple of years now. I went to...
a couple of years now?
A couple of years now. I went to a dermatologist in Florida, United States, when I first noticed this problem. And he gave me some cortisone, some cortisone-based ointment of some sort, and I put it on, and it gets better, and then when I don't put it on, it comes back. So I quit using it. I don't like to use any cortisone, any medications. I don't like to take any medication, not even an aspirin.
Right. The back pain, is it there when you sit for some time in a chair, and then you try to get up?
Yeah, then I feel it.
Then you feel it?
Yeah, right now I don't feel it, but at the end of the day, I start feeling it.
And what is the worst position for your back?
The worst position?
Yes.
I mean, when do I feel this pain?
Yes.
I guess when I'm leaning over,
when you're
looking at these kids all day long, and I'm leaning over. And, you know, with the anxiety and the stress in the office and the confusion, and that might tend to accentuate it, I don't know.
Right. What is this that really you crave for?
Particular food or foods in general, like fruits or vegetables or what?
Vegetables.
Well, I like anything natural, anything raw and natural. Like like a raw salad or fresh fruits. And I like nuts.
The homeopath's Bible is the Materia Medica. It lists all the remedies and goes into great detail in its descriptions of the symptoms to which they apply.
Sweets, do you take?
I used to like sweets, but I've eliminated them from my diet. Not because I don't like them, but because I know they're bad for me. You know, and so consequently, I've learned to avoid them, and now I've lost my desire for sweets. But I like sweet, like sweet fruit.
Yes.
Or, you know, raisins or dates or figs, something like that. But I have a little bit, and that's it. I don't crave them. You know, I don't eat excessive amounts of fruit.
Well, do you understand how our medicines act?
I'd like to learn about it.
Let us say a normal person will have a kind of almost normal diagram like that.
Yes.
And is acting, his body is in balance. And if stress is attacking this organism, then the organism, in order to counteract the attack, produces symptoms. Symptoms are showing the defense of the body. So therefore, this kind of draft will change into this type of draft, with bigger or smaller symptoms, in order to counteract the attack from whatever stress, whether it's virus, it's a stress, it's a hereditary weakness that they try to fight. We're giving more force to the defenses, in order that finally, through that manifestation of symptomatology, the organism tries to regain its lost balance. So we put together the whole individual, mental, emotional, and physical, in order to see how the defenses are working more. Because an anxiety is a defense, a fear is a defense. The remedies definitely operate on all these levels. They operate